I will say this about Natasha. She's a pretender. And when she pretends, you will be so convinced you will want to throw stones and kill those she's talking about. Natasha is the type that she will manipulate a situation. She will throw stones. She will victimize people, and then come back to say she has been victimized.
We believe that a lot of lies have been told, a lot of manipulations,
by the Senate President.
Yeah, no. By Natasha, who is alleged, a lot, just a lot. It's not something that we're not having.
What are you saying exactly?
No, the truth of the matter is that Nigerians were manipulated to believe the lies.
Of who?
Of Natasha. That's the truth of
As
the matter.
As a woman, if you were in her shoes, if you were truly harassed, how would you go about it?
When this issue came up, I was one of those who supported her. That's the truth of the matter.
Why did you back?
Yeah, because that was on the issue of seat change and all that. But when the issue of sexual harassment came up, and I checked and I didn't see any substance in the matter, there's nothing to show that it actually happened, considering the fact that they have a relationship, the two families, and her husband and Akpabio, they are very close. I mean, somebody could not have sexually harassed you, and the next day you are seen with that same person. Eulogizing him, making Facebook posts, and then praising him and all that. That's beyond that. We need to also. I needed to go beyond what is being said in the public domain. And again, like I said, there were some information we gathered, some phone conversations that leaked, that have to do with the family where the man, she's her husband. And then we were able to piece some of these things together, and we saw that there is actually a pattern, where manipulation takes place, and then make people, like she said, most Nigerians are gullible, G and Heck, they are gullible and hungry. I don't know whether that's true, but not many people will have the time to say, let's dig beyond
so
this to find out the truth.
You don't believe the claims of Senator Natasha Akpoti?
I will believe.
Godswill Akpabio,
no. I will believe.
Allegedly, according to her, sexually harassed her.
No, I will believe when she provides the evidence. But she keeps saying, prolonging the evil, they're saying she will do that when the matters come in court.
So President Mbeki said that she was being induced.
Okay.
And that, according to her, she allegedly claimed that Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan recruited Dr. Obi Ezekwesili.
Yeah, that's what she said.
For the profile of Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, do you believe that?
Well, the truth of the matter is that sometimes when you need this kind of, depending on what you intend to achieve, you know the persons that are credible, you know the people that you can actually approach. And probably that's the reason why she approached Professor Mbeki. If you listen to that phone conversation, how the first interaction they had, probably she heard about her and knew that she could help her to take her case. But you see, at the age bracket where she's operating, where she is, she belongs, and Mbeki may be on the same, page, or like the Obi thing. Obi Ezekwesili, who is older. So she may be more comfortable in opening up to Professor Mbeki. As we are women, we know these things. When we sit down, we talk, we open up to those we can open up to. But you may not do that with an older woman. And so it's likely that in the course of the, their relationship, she opened up a lot to her. But the fact that ordinarily myself, I won't throw out anything. But if you if you tell me that you lied, and you want me to be involved, and I'm insisting that you should give me evidence, and you turn around and tell me there's no evidence, I'm only doing this because I need to pull down somebody.
All right.
I have been an ardent supporter of Natasha. When I saw it that she apologized, I was disorganized emotionally. Psychologically, I was unstable. Therefore, I was not looking for way to come and bury it until I now opened it and I read through it. And I called again, what is wrong with Nigeria journalists? What kind of journalism are we practicing? I said, this is not an apology. It's a mockery. As far as I'm concerned, this is not an apology.
Comrade, why do you pin it on journalists now? Journalists, she wrote a letter. She even called it an apology. She said, I apologize profusely. So what has journalists got to do with that?
When I look at it, I say, what is going on? And I call my girl, my daughter, who is just JS1, and I said, read that letter and summarize it for me and give him it. When he came back, said, Daddy, this is not an apology letter, this is a mockery letter. It's a mockery letter. Then that made me to also be I was perplexed. Because how do you reconcile that? I don't know what is going on in Nigeria, but I find it difficult to say that letter is an apology letter. To me, that letter is consumed in the ocean of satirical principles and theory. It's a letter of mockery. It's a letter to reinforce that I am being cajoled by the heart. Therefore, we cannot call it an apology letter. How do you say that you believe that it was an election, not an erection? That calls for a serious concern, and we need to be bothered about that Nigeria, the way we are managing Nigeria. It could be better they did not thank that letter as an apology letter.
Okay, now, comrade, after you read the content of the letter, are you still in support of Natasha? Because you say you are her ardent supporter. Do you think that what she did is right to resurrect the issue? Now, you think that the heat will come back to Akpabio, Godswill Akpabio? You know how things are in Nigeria. When something happens, it will trend. And the moment something else happens, even if it is not bigger, it will take the radar away from the first. Are we going to see a resurgence of Akpabio must leave protests and all of that? Do you think that the spotlight will come back to Godswill Akpabio?
It will not come back. The reason why it will not come back is, one, Nigeria as a society, we have a way we are programmed not to take the real issue very serious. Even some persons are already disappointed for even Natasha, who is the author of that letter, to thank as an apology letter. Some persons are already disappointed in that. It is not every person that will take the credit to even go to the content of that letter. What did the Nigerian journalist Francis Natasha apologizes? Therefore, they take it from there. They are not interested in the detail. It's other people that are very thorough, that are very dedicated, that want to go to the details of the letter. Therefore, nobody with the way you be hearing that Natasha have apologized. He have mortgaged some of us who he start to believe in him, believe in her in that issue. Therefore, some of those persons are the person who will declare war on her. That why will you apologize? But as I said before, you recall when we addressed this issue, I said there are political dimensions to this matter. Okay. If it is possible for her to embrace the political dimension, she should embrace it, which is the apology.
All right, okay, comrade, let me stay with you. Comrade, let me stay with you. I like the fact that you are an activist.
In this situation, I heard her tell a lie, and I heard it very well. She said that she once said Akpabio toasted her while her husband was at the back, and her husband asked her, what did he say? He said nothing. Are you sure? What did he say? Then he called her again, held her and said, what did he? Let me know. You said nothing. Okay, so you lied to your husband because you did not want the relationship to spoil. So your husband knew nothing about nothing about him toasting you up till that yesterday that you took yourself to Arise TV, right? At the same time, you used your mouth in that video. Anybody wants to go and watch it. It's at the 30th minute. 30th minute. You used your own mouth to say that Senator Kingibe called your husband to tell your husband that that he should tell you that he should withdraw that court case, that they were not in support of you going to court with him over this matter in the house, and that your husband told her that you are telling my wife not to go to court. Were you not the same person that called me to tell me that Akpabio is toasting my wife, that Akpabio is sexually harassing my wife? So, this is to say that your husband knows about this, and you have been saying your husband does not know. This is to say all the while your husband has been going to meet Akpabio, is still the son that he is. He is the one that followed Akpabio to London to go and tell him, please let this, to go and lobby Akpabio to make your what you were presenting, your bill about this what do you call it, about Ajakuta to come through. Your husband went to lobby, and you said he did not know. Yet you are also saying, without knowing it, you're also admitting that he already knew. Who are you deceiving? I am not standing in for Akpabio, and I know that it is possible that he passed a message to you. If your husband knew about it all the while, and then and then he still went to London, then it means it was not a big deal. If your husband knew about it, if your husband was told already that he's after you, yet he went after him to London, it means that he knew you were already handling it. So the reason you brought this was not because the sexual harassment was anything at all. It's not because the sexual harassment is what is making your bills not to pass through. It's not you are not having any problem because of that. In fact, Senator Iriti said something there, and I know she said you are having things easier than them even. He said she does not see any sexual harassment against anyone in their house, and this is my own experience, in a crowd like that, because I've worked in a crowd like that, and I know that sometimes people will think, oh, politicians, this is all they do, but you're in a crowd, you're not the only one. And so oftentimes when you are in a classroom like thing like that, everybody take their colleagues, and so that your bill is not passed. It was the 6th time it was passed. It was because of sexual haba. You're beautiful, but in that place where you are, it is obvious not having a good character, not having the mind to obey, or to even study what the process of where you are is, not wanting to learn the codes and conduct of the place, what you are supposed to do, what everybody there should know, not knowing it, and not wanting to apologize for your flaw, for your lapses. That's all what this is about. And then you go around with the other sentiments that you've used on people all this while, that you will not go back. Or you are a hard person. You know that when you are through crying, this time around, you can't cry. If you cry, people will say, get out. So you didn't use the crying methods. After you have done it all, and then you now make it seem as if somebody is the one that is victimizing you, when we know very well that you are up to 10 men. Fortunately, you pretend about it, you lie about it, and you will make men prefer to have only men in the chambers. This is what is paining me for you. You paining me, about this. See, other women that want to come to the house, you will find that men will prefer to have men rather than women. You see, if it were all men now, who will be talking of sexual harassment? Because that is not what makes a woman to stand or not stand in this place. It's not about this. If you were black and people were white, now you will say it is because you are black. If you're just holding on to something, you lie. You lie too much.
It is only God that even knows, because this thing itself, me personally, I am confused because of the way this their matter is going, because we don't even know the person will be saying they talk truth now and the person when they talk lie, because of the way that they carry this matter they go now. See Natasha fellow women and then they talk this one, so they don't make us will be say we be men now confused about the truth of this matter. Besha, people talk say now person will be saying they close to you now and go bring you down. Now be this issue of Natasha and all these women will be say they talk against them. If not, okay, I never see where women like they against themselves as all these women to Natasha. And I don't understand, because of the way these women they talk, like maybe get within they don't collect from Akpabio. If not me, I never see women like most of the women will be say me, I know them, they support Natasha, but I never see within they give all these women will be say then they against Natasha. Even as some people say, okay, Natasha is a liar, we still like believe am because of the waiting she they do for like the people of Kogi State. If you look at what she's doing in Kogi State, you know that okay, many things that she's saying, she's not lying. Like she will promise that okay, she is bringing this social thing to the people of Kogi State, she will do it. That is the kind of person Natasha is. But this one now, her own fellow women are against her. So what can we say? We have nothing to say. Like may God will be saying they inside heaven, I know the truth of this matter as well be saying they on ground. You will be saying the hell here was now. If you get anything concerning this matter that is going on, I beg make it drop on here, make we see him. And also if not today be your first time, please make it like our video, share and subscribe. Thank you.